Welcome back to your Feel Good Breakfast Show. It's going to be a lovely show. We've got a recipe for you. I'm back with Peter and also back with you. Now, in Italy, every meal is a celebration of life, a lifelong tradition which comes down to the art of perfecting pasta. Now, with Woolworths' range of long-life Italian products, you can honor this tradition in every Italian meal you prepare at home. So, back from his glorious time in Paris, Chef Clem is here to introduce us to all the Italian pantry staples we need to dish up the finest pasta. Yes, that's right. He comes back from France and gives us Italian. It just makes sense. Chef Clem.
You know what? Talking about making sense. You know the best margarita pizza I ever had in my life?
Is in France.
Oh, where?
Was it? This is France.
But there's connections, and I love it.
Yes.
And the connection is tradition. That's what I absolutely love. So, okay,
Yeah.
you getting my pan ready for me?
I'm getting your pan
A little
ready,
bit of
brother.
extra olive oil. Olive oil's part of this recipe. Let that heat up, get smoky.
Okay,
Pasta.
pantry staples, if you want to create a good Italian pantry that is always available to us, especially because the thing about Italian food is that you get these cravings and sometimes you're not ready for them.
Okay.
So what are some of the staples that we should be having in our cupboard right now?
So, you know, I'm a little different.
Yeah.
I get craving for pasta, but my palate gets specific.
Okay.
Like sometimes it wants fettuccine. Sometimes it wants a penne. Sometimes it wants a farfalla or fusilli. You know? It's all about the textures and the shapes
Assassino.
of pasta. Assassino.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. What's...
Yes, assassino is, I love it. It's like the burnt spaghetti. I love it.
Yes,
It's got a beautiful crust
absolutely.
though, and the bitterness and the sweetness tomato sauce. I love it.
I love it.
Assassino is a beautiful
It's
thing.
the English translation subtitles here, the assassin's pasta. I love it, Carl Wasty, yes.
Yes, man.
It is. So the thing about me, when it
Oh, I
comes
love
to
it.
pantry staples, I like having a variety of pasta shapes.
Okay.
Okay? And then there's a few other things. Good olive oil,
Yes.
okay? And I mean good olive oil.
When you say good, like, I mean, there's obviously, like, you can get olive oil anywhere.
Yeah.
Like, how do you know if it's good?
For me, a good olive oil is one that still has that fruity flavor and has characteristics to it. So it's not just oil. You're getting a bit of fruit, you're getting a
Yeah.
bit of pepper, you're getting a little bit of grassiness. There's all these things coming together to give the olive oil character, which makes it ingredient on its own, right?
This is great.
So then I go from there, and then I go for a good like grana padano, which my cheese is gone. Things don't change, eh?
But yeah, I
you
know.
go overseas, you come back, people still take your
know,
cheese.
It's just
It's fine, we'll get the cheese
Grana
back.
Padano versus Parmigiano Reggiano. So there's a difference there.
There is,
There's
yeah.
a proper difference.
And also pecorino, there's a bit of a
That's
difference
it.
as well. So it's all the flavor and the end result, what you want. Pecorino being a little sharper.
We're warm.
It's doing the thing. It's
You want
doing
a
the thing.
substitute.
It's a little sharper, and that also, again, can
Yeah.
become an ingredient on its own. From there, what I got, so I got my olive oil, then I got my cheese, right?
Yeah.
Then I got my pasta. You use pasta water in that, and you actually end up making a sauce. So if you want to have an easy version of a pasta dish,
Okay.
that's it. And the thing about Italian food, it's all about the simplicity and the ingredient, isn't it?
It has to be. That's the thing about what I love about Italian cooking is that if you watch any of those chefs, it's just about the purest of ingredients, you know. And I think you also need, for me, I like having a pantry staple that's going to be something that's going to be a starter that I can add to.
Right.
It's got to be something that's going to be in some sort of a container that can sit there. When I open it, it'll be refrigerated, but it's got to have that starter. Because we don't have time to develop tomatoes from baseline. You know, when you
exactly.
put all the tomatoes in the pan and you put it into the oven for like half an hour, drizzle with olive oil, then you put it back in, get into the blender, you know, that whole thing.
It takes long.
Like
It
the
takes long.
starter recipe is like, it's long.
It's long.
But you need something to hack it out, right?
Exactly. So for me, what happens then is then I look at, again, focusing on the quality of the ingredient, and I go, a great
Let's
pasta
substitute,
sauce.
I'm ready.
A great pasta sauce for me, and the pepperonata is a good one. It's a good one.
You see, now this is what I'm
But
talking about. I like
don't-
having this.
There we go. And I don't only use that for pasta. I use that like if I'm making a stew or something,
Yeah.
and I just know that it needs a little bit more body. That's when that goes into the pan, into the pot. So it's absolutely delicious. What I've done is, Carl Wasty.
Talk to me.
Taken some beautiful red peppers.
Yes.
Directly over.
Yeah, show us this, because I think a lot of people, they're scared of this. And I don't think you should be scared.
You shouldn't
it's
be
quite
scared.
cool.
No, but I do need that knife quickly. So what
Right,
you want to
go
do
for it.
is, it's never happened to me where pepper has exploded, but you know, in theory, it could happen. So just give it one little thing. So there we go. So the steam and moisture inside just comes out.
Got
It doesn't.
you.
There we go. Let that chill over there on the gas flame. If you don't have a gas flame, under the oven,
Yes.
under the grill. Okay.
Or if you have a braai.
You should always have a braai. Okay,
That's
cool.
right.
Then just, even in an apartment, have a braai. So the pepper goes on the braai. You want it to be black, Carl.
And then listen.
And then you're going to listen. You're going to use your senses. You're going to be like, it's smelling. I smell the pepper. You smell the grassy notes coming through. You want to smell things, okay?
Yes.
Then you know that's what's happening. But again, it needs to be black. What color must it be?
Black.
Black. Don't be scared of black. Black's okay. Okay, so then once you got that beautiful black on it, someone's laughing in the background. It's not nice. So then, Charred pepper. Charred pepper goes in a bowl, plastic wrap over the top. That charred skin's gonna just peel right off, but a little bit that's on there is gonna be character. Now, I'm gonna add some extra flavor to
And
it.
that pan is searing hot at the moment.
there we go.
Oh,
In.
yes!
And then
Yeah.
peppers go in.
Did you mean to do that? Let's be honest. Did you mean to do that?
Carl, I don't wake up in the morning unless I prepare for fire.
I don't know.
There
but
we go.
That was amazing.
So
do
now
it again.
So we got the
It's
peppers
great.
in there. They already got that smoky flavor now.
Oh,
It's,
it smells so good.
it's not just for flair. That fire does add a bit of an accent in the background. Okay.
Yes.
To that, now we're gonna add a little bit of. You see, your mise en place is important because you don't want to be running around right now.
Are you
To
running
that-
around, my friend?
No, we're good. Our sauce goes in,
Okay.
but we're not gonna waste. We're not gonna waste. We need to use this. But I want that pasta sauce.
Look here, that fire is a paid actor, brother.
You know.
I mean, what?
You know. I've got my pasta going.
Hack time.
Got
Like
my
it.
pasta going. I don't want to waste what's in the jar.
Don't.
So, pasta water goes into the jar. And two things are going to happen, right? I'm going to save by getting the last little bit of pasta sauce out.
Yes.
Plus, that starchy water is going to help the sauce stick to the pasta. All right? Things are really you can see the beautiful red sauce. Little bits of it are starting to darken on the outside. That's flavor.
That is flavor,
Okay.
and I am so excited about this because it's smelling so good. Seasoning going down there.
Here's the funny thing,
That's
right?
it.
Sorry.
No,
A public service announcement.
please.
The French, we know that they like garlic, they like butter.
Yeah.
In moderation. I was like, what?
What?
The Italians, I met a lot of Italians, they were like, so garlic and everything. They were like, no. In moderation. I'm not putting garlic in this. They were like, when the tomato has to shine, let the tomato shine.
Are you saying that
Friend.
garlic has for many years been put in recipes almost like a tick box? Like, let's
Exactly.
add garlic in there. Let's add something just to kind of give it some background.
Exactly, but no.
You're right. A tomato itself, and I did mention this to you. If you want to do your own homemade passata and you want to do your own tomato sauce, I love it when you break down a tomato and it goes literally from start to finish. There's something beautiful about that. And all it needs is olive oil in a blend, and a bit of seasoning, and it's done.
Little bit of
And
of salt.
then it's done,
Whoa,
right? It's so
absolutely.
good, so good.
So let the ingredients shine, and that's what we're doing. Like the pepperonato sauce, you taste what's in there.
Yes.
And that's the important thing. So pasta goes in, we're gonna give it a little bit of a toss. And because I just kind of kept the peppers chunky, which is important, you don't want it to break down and
man.
dissolve. You want to taste pepper, you want to taste tomato. Because we got that starchy pasta water in here, you can see that pasta sauce is like,
But it's glazing the pasta. I'm sorry, I want to go from pasta Italian to your French adventure very quickly as we serve. That adventure looked so good. I just
I'm
want to
sorry
know,
for the
I know
mess.
you could explain this, we could spend an hour talking about it, but like some of the highlights, they were not, because we really missed you on the show. They were looking for other claims they couldn't find. Yes, there was another guy, his name was not
I'm sorry.
Clement,
but also,
no,
I didn't tell the
yeah.
people I was leaving. Askis. Okay, next time I'll give you fair warning.
Please,
14
man.
days working notice.
Yes.
Okay, so what I absolutely...
Can I try this with a spoon?
Yes, absolutely.
While you talk to me.
What I absolutely loved
Yes.
about every person that we met, we met our South African chef, Chantal Dartnell. The people that we met literally woke up one morning and said, for the rest of my life, I'm going to do one thing. And I'm going to do it better than anyone else. So man has been making croissant for 20 years. And he's like, but I'm not done learning. And I was like, what? I love that. Our South African chef, Chantal Dartnell, she made such a huge name for herself in South Africa. She's like, I'm going to do it all over again in one of the
love
hardest
that.
cities to start, in Paris. And she's killing it. It's amazing. The passion that people have for the humblest of ingredients is like, it's poetic. So you can imagine me, I was just in my element. But then I come home, and it's the same thing back home. We've got our farmers that are like, no, I'm going to do sheep, but the best sheep or lamb ever. And that dedication and tradition is in there.
Oh, man.
And it's the weirdest thing. I don't speak French. As soon as we started talking food,
Yeah.
we understood each other.
But
And
that's a
the same
language.
thing
It's
back
a
home.
language, my friend.
It's the same thing back home. And it's that passion that we're bringing back home
Yeah.
today. And just like sharing this passion for ingredients, for quality, for tradition. And it's here.
I just believe that when you have those experiences, I like when you come back and you are equipped with new knowledge. Like you knew stuff, but like now you are equipped with new ideas and now you look at produce differently now, don't you?
Oh, 100%.
You see, that's what I love.
100%. Down to the herbs that you're putting on this dish to finalize it. It has a purpose and it has a reason.
Yeah.
So again, that focus is intentional on what you're cooking, how you're cooking it, what you're eating, when you're eating it.
And that's important.
And that's so
really
important.
important. We have a couple of images of you doing adventure. Maybe you want to just take us through some of them because I think it's amazing. Like, look at that alone. What is that dish?
What is it? Oh my goodness. That is, what is the poisson de... Okay, I forgot their name right now. But the fishmongers, we only had them for one day. They were literally closing up the next day.
Yeah.
And as busy as they were, they gave me the whole day. They gave me the whole day. We spoke about seafood, like what's like from their waters, what's from our waters, the things they are doing with the fish is different to what we're doing with the fish. And then I came home and I went straight to the fishmonger and I showed him a picture of the way that we filleted that beautiful sea bass. And I was like, can we do this? And he was like, yes, we can. And again, it's like you said, it's bringing that knowledge education from this trip back home and then finding out, wait, we do it really well. It's amazing. And at Woolies, we can recreate that right here in Cape Town, Johannesburg, Durban, with this insane passion for the ingredient. It's amazing.
I can't wait. In fact, I feel like we need to do a series of your adventures in France. We have to do that. But for now, the pasta was delicious. While you were talking, I was tasting it. You know what I loved? Added a bit more seasoning, added the cheese as well, which is seasoning as well. If you, if you know your cheeses, and it's gorgeous and it's simple. And I think that's what you brought back with you, is that the simplicity is so important. And simplicity is only achieved when you focus on the basics, like the ingredients. That's all. I'm just saying. There we go.
That whole trip just summed up right there. Can't waste it.
There it is. We'll be right back after these very simple and foundation-like messages.